Hey, how y'all doing? Is everybody all right? Alandria Hive, are we okay today? I just want to make sure that y'all are doing all right, okay? Hello, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie, for those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island USA Season 7, Episode 22. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So after Alandria Hive had the best day of their life in the previous episode, Nick and Alandria come down from the terrorist soul ties thing, and they're trying to get rid of the evidence of what they've been getting up to.
My whole lip combo is gone. Leave my lip combo. Sierra's gonna freak out. You got chocolate on your face.
I love that.
It's so cold. Aw. Where's y'all's clothes go?
We don't even have a handshake.
Maybe you just not like.
Maybe.
Not Nick taking off his shirt. That was cute. That was sexy. I like that. I really do like that. And it was funny too how like she was wearing Nick's shirt, Clark was wearing Taylor's shirt, and then it was just, I don't know, it was cute. Alandria points out the fact that she and Taylor don't have a handshake. And as minuscule as it may be, to me, I was thinking, you guys have been building this friendship. You guys have been, you know what I'm saying? This foundation that is just so strong. And you don't even have something as simple as a handshake, which is clearly something that she's, feeling kind of a way about. And I'm just like, so in this friendship building era, what was y'all doing? What was y'all doing? Because you ain't got a handshake. You ain't get hugs really for real. The man even sneaks kisses to Clark in the bed. Did he ever do that for Alandria? I don't know. It didn't sound like it. Like, this foundation that she's so hung up on, to me, doesn't have a lot going for it. Like, what's in the foundation? He knows that you like, what was it that she liked? Not pomegranates. Like, you guys know each other's favorite fruit. And that was just last week. Okay. Let's just go to Casa, because I will be back for Taylor and Alandria. I will be back for y'all. In Casa, Hood is talking to Papi, and apparently he's not even a real Papi. I can't say too much. And here's the thing about the internet, because even the things that y'all were saying about Elon, whatever, apparently y'all lying. I trusted you. We had a relationship. Whether or not he is what y'all saying he is, it is never, ever okay to go over on the people them pages and act weird, y'all. Don't be weird. Why are you being weird? One day, the authorities are going to track people's IP addresses down, and y'all going to be in some mess. Stop harassing people. Anyways, y'all saying Papi ain't really from Puerto Rico? That he's actually Haitian? Listen, whatever. So the fraudulent behavior continues, because now he's having a conversation with Huda, and he's like, oh, you're just so dominant, and I don't like that. And then she's like, what are you talking about? Oh, you're combative. Oh. But I thought Huda was so accountable, and she's so sweet, and she's misunderstood. Granted, I agree with everything that he's saying, but she hasn't given him any reason to say what he is saying. He knows this from before. So I don't know what he's talking about, but Papi, you're giving fraud. Sorry, y'all. If y'all see me crying, I'm not emotional. I swear. It's just, I just did my makeup, and my eyes lately have become sensitive. Is this what comes to being 30? I'm not 30 yet, but it's next year. Anyways, then we see Ace and Coco have a conversation, and he talks about his trust issues.
Are you the jealous type?
I'm not jealous at all.
As far as jealous, I'm not jealous. I'm just overprotective.
It's giving you.
I've been let down a lot of times. I don't trust easily, and that's been like my number one issue in life. It takes me a little bit of time to get to know somebody, to fully trust them. I've been through some shit.
I can't say that I'm surprised that Ace is very hesitant when it comes to opening up to people. That's what we've seen throughout the season. So yeah, a lot of people too have been saying things like, oh, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Regarding Ace. Now it sounds like there really was somebody who hurt him for real. So yeah, if Ace is actually going to want a proper connection with somebody, he's going to have to let people in. Now, it's unfortunate that Coco is getting attached to him, because the only person who he wants to let in right now is Shelly. Even though even that is hard for me to root for right now. But yeah, he definitely gives trust issues, I'm going to be on guard. I don't want to let nobody in. If you get in, honestly, it's by accident, like stuff like that. So it was interesting to see him have this conversation. But then it's also like, so did you ever intend on opening up to, like, I'm questioning his entire motive, not solely because of what he has said, but what he has said now adds context to why I was questioning him already. In the morning, we have some conversations here. Shelly says that she is still torn between her and the two guys. Ace says that he is torn because Coco is intelligent and confident, which is his type. Now, I wasn't sure if he was kind of insinuating that Shelly might not be that, or if he's just saying that that is his type. I'm gonna hope that it's the latter. Then we have Poppy, who makes breakfast for Amaya because he's off of Huda now. But Amaya does say that she has a stronger connection with Tats. Who was Tats again? Zach. The other Zach feels like Iris isn't feeling him much. Yeah, I mean, he gives us nothing. Let's be honest. Like, you really gotta come with some heat for the girls in Casa don't want to be into you because they already have formed strong connections in the main villa, and he hasn't given us anything. She's still thinking about TJ. TJ is also thinking about her. Then we have Taylor, who makes breakfast for Alandria and for Clark. And then Nick and Alandria talk about their connection and how it's basically not going to go anywhere.
I just wanted to gauge where you were at.
Why does it have to be me first?
I really enjoyed, like, being around you.
Yeah.
Talking to you, actually. I think, like, last night for me, it felt like my mind was wandering. Taylor, I was thinking about.
Literally.
Sierra.
I'm glad it's just not me.
Shocker. I've been said, even if there was an opportunity to explore something, there is too much history with other people for this to be legitimate. It's just not going to work. On top of that too, a lot of people have pointed out that it is Nick constantly expressing his interest and Alandria just receiving it. She's not expressing anything back. And on top of that too, outside of them having this like sexual attraction, or him having this sexual attraction to her, does he like her for anything else? On a romantic level, I know he likes her as a person, but does he like her for anything else? I don't know. I really don't know. So the Nick Alandria hive on TikTok is like, well, do you see how he wanted to get her opinion first? He wanted to see if she agreed. And then he just followed along with what she would. Just let it go. Just let it go. Okay? It wasn't gonna work. There's too much history. It wasn't gonna work. If this was maybe 2 weeks ago, I probably would have been on the same boat with y'all. Like, okay, well, you never really know where things could go. But Alandria is in deep. It is so sad to watch, but she's in deep with Taylor. Nick was never going to be able to infiltrate that if his intentions were genuine. Huda had a conversation with Chris / Shoulders. Womp womp, don't care. Then we have Alandria and Clark, Miss Bust Down. They have a conversation. And for a split second, I was thinking, is Alandria finally getting the message?
Obviously, I respect you, but it's obviously a little weird. I don't want to do myself a disservice by not exploring.
How like touchy-feely y'all were, it was like, damn.
We're two different people at the end of the day, so it's gonna be different.
I can't even get mad that y'all approached y'all's connection in that way. I feel like me and Taylor have truly tested our connection in every which way possible.
I don't like that it's being called a test.
Alandria says a few things that make me think, baby girl, where is your discernment? And it feels like she has good discernment when it's like pertaining to the other women, but with herself, it's just not there. So she says that if things became physical sooner with her and Taylor, maybe they would have been further. No, you wouldn't have. No, you wouldn't have. At the core, he ain't feeling you like that. He just isn't. Like, I don't know what it's gonna take for it to really sink in for her. And it sucks that Taylor, similar to Jeremiah, was feeding into certain delusions. Like, he knew he didn't like her physically. But Ace being in his ear, Nick being in his ear, him maybe not trying to lose his spot, especially when Jalen came in, kept the facade that he was really into this girl when he wasn't. And so now she's here thinking, what more could I have done? Girl, nothing. Literally nothing. She's still saying that she's confident in her connection, and she calls this time in their journey a test. Clark did not like that. Clark said, this is not a test to me, okay? Well, she didn't say this to Alandria, but in the confessional, she's like, bro, this is very real for me, and so you calling it a test is quite insulting. Then Taylor takes Alandria for a chat. She tells him about the kiss with Nick. Taylor was not phased at all. The man did not care. Then Alandria says that it's going to take a bad bitch to rip Taylor away from him, and that physical connection fades. Number one, Clark is a bad bitch. Baby girl, like, she fine too. You fine, she fine too. Okay? But also, does the physical fade? Yes. But the attraction should not. You know what I'm saying? My parents have been married for 38 years this year. Sometimes it's gross the way that my dad goes on about my mother. And that's 38 years later. He's in his late 60s now. After 30 years, has that like initial, oh my gosh, you're so hot, you're so beautiful, like has that faded? Probably. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe not. But that attraction that they had at the beginning is still palpable, disgustingly. So like, yeah, girl, I understand beauty fades. But that yearn, that desire, it's gotta be there. And it hasn't been there. And it won't ever get there. So the villas get a text that Casa is over. We're seeing some last minute conversations. Huda tells Shelly that she wants, what's his name? Chris? Now that Casa's over, you know, these people get their names back. And Shelly's like, I think that's a great idea. Yeah, because everybody's got their freaking game plan to go back to their OG couples. Just so annoying. Then Alandria leaves some photo booth pictures of herself and a lip stain on the back in Taylor's drawer. I wanted to die. I wanted to die. Yeah. The people from Casa, they come in. Obviously, they're in their couplings, and they learn which Islander was dumped from the villa. Playing this out to me was a little bit torturous.
Taylor.
It's Taylor. Oh my gosh, Taylor. Shocked. Yeah. It really fucking sucks.
Miss you. No shot.
Why y'all gotta put the girl through all of that? Like, they already went through it with Alandria. Now they're going through it thinking that Nick is gone. And Nick comes back. Now Elan has to see homegirl go over and tongue man's face down. Like, it was just so unnecessary. I guess they were still trying to give us that, like, gut-wrenching part of Casa Amor. And maybe if they were in Hotel Amor, it would have done something for me. But this didn't. Yeah, anyways, I didn't like it, but whatever, move on. Can we also talk about how there was really no need for any of the twists in Casa? There was no need to split everybody up if most of them were just going to get back together. There was no need to bring everybody back if also seeing your partner, having that eye contact, whatever, is probably going to inform the decision that you're going to make. There was no need to dump Alandria and Nick just to bring them back. And then also for them to save a person who had already been dumped. Let's get into it. So after recoupling, everyone has to write down who they want to match with. We have Austin and Jaden. They were a match. Zach and JD both wanted Amaya, but she chose Zach. Grayson and Pepe are a match. Andreina and Brian are a match. Vanna and Iris both wanted TJ, but TJ chose Iris, meaning Vanna and Zach are single. Shelly and Coco wanted Ace. Man, and they were both wearing yellow. Yikes. But Ace obviously picked Shelly, making Coco single. Chris and Huda were a match. Nick and the multiverse Nick wanted Sierra, but she obviously chose Nick. He also did say that getting dumped gave him that realization that he had more to say to Sierra. It took that. I don't know, like that annoys me. Like, you guys were playing the game until the game played you, and then you're like, oh, okay. Okay, fine. Then lastly, we have Clark and Alandria, who wanted Taylor, but he chose Clark, and the girlies were pissed.
Taylor! Fuck no. Are you serious? There's no way, bro.
Amaya, please. And I actually like Amaya, but this annoyed the hell out of me. Shut up. The whole point of Love Island is to see what connections you can make here. Yes, there have been a lot of perks that come from the show. Yes, friendships have formed, alliances have formed, but ultimately it's about making a connection and seeing where that goes. Taylor did that. Sucks that your friend is not getting her way, but respectfully, she was already dumped, technically. Taylor did what Taylor was supposed to do. Pipe down. The girl's getting, really? Yes, really. What? So then, I didn't really like what Alandria said, honestly. She went out of her comfort zone to make sure that Taylor was always okay. And she kept asking him what more she could do. Next time, choose yourself. Next time, choose yourself. You're going out of your comfort zone to make sure this man is okay. Did he ever do that for you? I'm a person who believes in my man. It ain't gotta be your man or your person, but my man being the leader in our relationship. You gotta set the precedent, okay? You getting out of your comfort zone to make me comfortable? Bet I'm gonna do the same for you. You doing this, I'm gonna do the same for you. Lead by example, yeah? Lead by example. Baby girl, you want a Southern gentleman, whatever. I haven't seen as much Southern charm this whole 4 weeks as I have with him and Clark. He laying down things on the floor. He making her stuff. And he, But now you talk about, oh, I just kept wanting to know, like, what more could I do for you? You had already done too much. Already done too much. Taylor's biggest pitfall was not telling her earlier that he wasn't in for it. Alandria, baby girl, you should have explored. You should have moved around. Jalen was right there. And even if you didn't like Jalen, see what else is out there. I know that she loves her Cowboys. That's great and all. But let's be realistic. Going on Love Island, having such a strict type is going to be a problem. We say this about anybody. The people's like, oh, I only date blondes. I only like, that's also a problem. You're not going to get exactly what you want. If you wanted to come here and explore, you should have been a little bit more open. Let's be, I love the girl. I'm sorry. To the people who are going to try to flog me, I might block you anyways. But Alandria, you could have moved around more. You could have. I'm so sorry. So anyways, at the end, all the single people are at risk, but the villa people get to choose a girl to send, and the Costa people get to choose a guy to save, sorry. The Costa people, they chose Elan to save. The villa people, they were torn between saving Alandria and Coco. Basically, the rationale with saving Coco was that, she had put in good effort and, maybe feel like she could still find something in here. Taylor did not want Alandria to come back. He really didn't. He did not want to face that wrath. I feel like in general, the villa people did not want to face the wrath of the girls if they had sent Alandria home for a second time. Nick was really advocating for her. He was like, respectfully, y'all have only been coupled up for a few days. Like, what if he changes his mind? I'm going to save Alandria. I respect it. But yeah, ultimately they chose to save Alandria. Are things going to change for her? I hope so. I hope this is the final nail in the coffin on this relationship. He has made his choice. You have also made yours. He didn't pick you back. It sucks. It hurts. It's sad. Let's pick ourselves up and move on. Okay? All right. So that's it for this episode. Yeah, a lot of people. There's like 9 or 10 couples, or it's just a lot of people. We got to do a dumping immediately. If you were to do a dumping, who would you pick? If you would have had a choice to save a vulnerable islander, who would you have saved? My Lord. Anyways, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.